Hello, all my sexy, beautiful YouTubers. I wanted to tell you guys about something that happened to me last week. So, about a month ago, my sister posted on my Facebook wall that very close to her in San Francisco, there was going to be a meet and greet with Eliza Dushku, awesome, and, oh god, what's his name? Joss Whedon. And the tickets for this were $200, but they went to Eliza Dushku's charity, which sends money to women in Africa. Awesome. And I remember thinking, oh, I don't know if I'll have enough money to fly. We don't know anything about this event, blah, blah, blah. And then I thought, you know, if I don't do this, I will regret it forever. So I flew in on Wednesday night, and on Thursday night, my sister and I met Joss Whedon. We had some drinks before going to this event, which, by the way, drinking before meeting a celebrity you admire makes it so much easier, as long as it's not too much. Just a little tip. So we get there to this event, which is at a bar, and I take a seat. We come in. I take a seat on one of the couches that's on one side of the bar, and I'm just kind of looking around. The crowd was tiny. It was 40 or 50 people. And there was no security check. There was no, like, bodyguards. It was so real and intimate. So I'm on this couch, and I'm kind of looking around, and I realized that Eliza and Joss were right behind me. And it was just one of those moments where you're like, oh my god. So they come out, and to, you know, a huge applause, or as much as 40, 50 people could muster. And they come out, and the event host says, I have a question for you. And Joss says, no, I just love show tunes and men's butts. I love that man. He's amazing. So they talk about a bunch of stuff. They talked about Much Ado About Nothing, which is finally seeing the light of day. It's coming to the Toronto Film Festival. Awesome. And they talked about Dr. Horrible 2. The person in the audience asked if Felicia was going to be in it, and he said, well, I can't tell you that, but we are going to try to shoot it before the end of the year. Yay! So I raised my hand, shaking like crazy, and I go, considering how wonderful The Avengers was, how did you find the balance between the amazing Joss writing and being true to the comics? He looked at me and he smiled, and he said some stuff about how he was very much, he took the comics as an inspiration. Then he said something which is great, which was, he said, if I can't hide at least a little bit as a writer, then I'm not very good. And I thought that was such an intelligent, smart way to put that. So they answered some more questions, and my sister and I go over to take the picture with Joss. I got in right next to him, and he looks at me and he says, oh, sorry if I was a little mean about your question. And I was like, no, it was wonderful and perfect and you're amazing. No, I just said the wonderful part. And we take a picture. So before we're shuffled out, I kind of turned to him and I said, thank you so much for giving weird, quirky girls a place. And, you know, I thought about what I was going to say, but that was just what came out at the moment. And he said, well, I love weird, quirky girls. Amazing. So my sister runs over before we're shuffled out, and she goes, Joss, I just wanted to tell you that my sister here came all the way from Texas, and I was the one who introduced her to your work. And he looks at me, and he says, okay, give me some sugar. And I got a big hug from Joss Whedon. It was so amazing. I wanted to share this with you guys, not to say, oh, I did this, me, but to tell you guys that it was so great that even though he's a millionaire and has fans all over the world, he is so sweet and real and humble. I was really overwhelmed by that. So I'm going to show you guys the picture here of me and Joss. It's shit, but, you know, it's proof. Now you know I'm not lying to you. So, thanks for watching. Bye.